And over here I have my AC unit literally wrapped in the misting system as well, on the sides, not the top, to be able to cool off the inside coils during the hot months. I do not expect this piping to last very long in the hot heat, or in the winter for that matter. So I'm figuring, I mean, the piping alone was 20 bucks. It's not that much. The filter, if you're wondering, for the calcium buildup is right here on the ground, and it's designed to keep the calcium out of the misting system so it will last longer. We've had a couple of hot days recently where it hit about 108, 109 degrees, and I do have a thermometer outside to measure this to keep it cooler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on, and what I did to make this easier on myself is I set it up with a Bluetooth connected watering thing by Beehive. Now when I press this button for a couple seconds and let go, it's supposed to turn it on like that. This is Bluetooth connected, and it's also got a built-in thing for timers and stuff like that for different zones, but I just use it for the AC unit. Now as you can see, it is starting to get a little bit wet. Some of the sprayers aren't working properly at the moment. I need to fix that, but you can see maybe over here being misted in various locations to try to cool off the actual unit. So what I'll do is I'll have to put this on, and I don't know if you can see the mist or not as it's coming off, but let me activate it through my Beehive app. It's Bluetooth based, so you have to be within Bluetooth distance. And this will allow you to turn it on and off for that. But let me turn the actual unit on. I'll decrease it like a temperature or two to make it turn on. And you'll actually see that it will suck in the water. Okay, did you see that? It's now actually pulling the mist into the coils. Which is actually helping to drench the outside of the unit that much more. So even in the back, all of it's being sucked into the condenser coils and everything to help cool off the unit that much more. And I have this on manually right now, but you can set it up for different days, and I can't even stop it right now. It's connected, it tells you gallons per minute, all that stuff. But basically, I have different days that I have programmed in, and I have it set up at 5 minutes at a time. I'm probably going to increase that to 10 minutes actually, because 5 minutes just doesn't seem long enough. You know what, let's go 15 minutes, because during the summer this thing can kick on a lot to keep the house cool, and it does a huge difference when you're trying to keep the house cooler without overheating the unit. And this will help to keep the condenser cooler, which will make the compressor work not quite as hard, so that way you can be able to push it and not worry about it. So now I'm going to turn off the misters and the unit. So I'll turn that off, and now you can tell kind of that it's going to slowly stop spraying. It's slowly slowing down the spraying. I'll turn the AC back to normal so that way it shuts off, and you'll see that it actually helps keep it fairly cool. And if worse goes to worse, I can also add more nozzles to it to help hit more locations, like down here or anything like that. And might take it an extra minute to shut off. But I have mine set up for every hour, and it sprays now for 15 minutes and it turns back off. So hopefully this helps in the future. And if anybody else is curious, I spent about $100 to do this just to help the AC unit stay cooler during the summer to operate more efficiently.